Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhamad Rianda, and today I'm going to present my topic titled Hardware, Software, and Operating System Understanding the Core Components of Computer System. This presentation will help us understand the basic building blocks of a computer, what they are, how they work, and how they depend on each other to make the system function effectively. In today's world, computers have become an essential part of our daily lives. We use them to study, communicate, play games, and even run business. But what makes a computer actually work? There are three main elements that form the heart of every computer system: hardware, software, and the operating system. These three components work together to process information, run programs, and display the result that we can see and interact with. In the next slide, I'll explain each of these components and how they interact with one another. Let's start with hardware. Hardware refers to the physical components of a computer, the part that we can actually see and touch. It includes several categories. First, input device, like the keyboard or mouse, which allows users to send data or commands to the computer. Second, output device, such as monitors or printers which display or produce the result of a processing. Third, storage device, like hard drives or SSD that store data permanently and or temporarily. Okay, next. On this slide, you can see example of some common hardware components. The keyboard is used for typing and entering commands. The printer produces physical copies of documents. The SSD or solid-state drive is a modern storage device that holds data faster than traditional hard drives. And the CPU, as I mentioned earlier, processes every single instruction. Together, this device form a complete and functional hardware system. Now let's move to the second part, software. Unlike hardware, software is intangible, meaning it cannot be touched or seen physically. Software is a collection of programs or instructions that tell the hardware what to do. It's what gives life to the machine, enabling us to perform different tasks. There are two main types of software. The first is system software, which controls and manages the overall operation of the computer. Examples include Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. The second type is application software, which allows users to perform specific activities, for example, writing a document in Microsoft Word or editing image in Photoshop. In short, software gives purpose and direction to the hardware. Next, we have the operating system, often called the OS. The operating system acts as a bridge between hardware and software. It manages system resources such as memory, processor, and storage, making sure everything runs smoothly. It also provides a user interface, allowing us to interact with the computer easily. For example, clicking icon, opening folder, or using touch screen. Some popular operating systems include Windows, Linux, Android, and iOS. Without an operating system, it will be extremely difficult for users to communicate with the hardware directly. So, how do they all work together? Think of it like this. Hardware is the body, software is the brain, and the operating system is the nervous system that connect them. The software gives instruction for what needs to be done. The operating system interprets and manages those instruction, and the hardware performs the actual work. For example, when you open Microsoft Word, the software tells the operating system to display a window, and the OS communicates with the CPU, RAM, and monitor to make that happen. Without any of these parts, the process wouldn't work. They all depend on one another to create a fully functional computer system. In conclusion, hardware, software, and operating system are interdependent. They cannot function properly without one another. The hardware provides the physical components, the software provides instruction and functionality, and the operating system connects them so they can work as one. Together, they form the backbone of every modern computer. Without any one of these elements, the system will fail to operate. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this presentation will help you better to understand how these three components work together to make computer function effectively. Thank you very much.